Happy 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. And welcome to 2026 edition of the ILF Life, right? I'm Shanya Shea Forston, co-founder of Forston Consultants, along with my amazing husband, Derek Forston, the founder of it all, of the All Things Independent Living Facilities. And we are so excited to enter into this new year with new opportunities to do amazing things and help impact our communities. So Derek, go ahead and introduce yourself for the people and let's get this party started.
So thank y'all so much for being here. Also, give us a mic check. Let us know if you can hear us. If you're live on our YouTube channel, please shoot me a thumbs up or let me know in the chat that you can hear us. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. And I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm going to pretend that nobody knows us today, right? Yeah. This is a brand new year. Everything that happened last year is in the past and we're moving forward. So as she said, that's my beautiful wife. That's not my boo thing. Well, it kind of is. That's not my girlfriend. That's not some lady I met on the street.
I'm still your boo thing, girlfriend, wife, all that.
Actually, all that, but I wanted to signify that you're my wife.
I'm your homie, lover, friend, wife.
Because, well, remember, all these new people don't know us.
Right,
so
right.
That's my boo thing, my wife. And we have been happily married since 2012. My name is Derek Forston. I am the owner and operator of Forston Consultants, where me and my family, we go all over the world sharing what this is. God blessed me to walk off my job many years ago. And my sole job is to go all over the world teaching people what is an independent living facility and how can you leave your job to do something that God has probably truly called you to.
Yeah.
And what's cool about what this is in terms of an independent living facility, it's a ministry. So all of you guys that feel called of God to be involved in ministry, that don't always mean that you got to have a microphone in your hand speaking in front of a congregation with the piano guy, the guitar, the set of drums and music and all of that. Maybe your ministry is through real estate and helping people, right? So you're going to find out quickly, man, that we love God, we love people, and we love real estate.
Right.
And God, not Derek, was genius enough to allow us to put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out really, y'all, that's the cheat code to life. If I can please God, help people, be involved in my community, and they respect me while I'm doing it, but also I want y'all to make enough money to feed your family.
Yeah.
And that's what I call a home run when it comes to a business. And I'll admit that just gave me chill bumps, actually.
It did.
Because we truly believe in that. Can 10 of y'all put in the chat like, Derek, I can get down with that. Derek, I just met you, bro. But if you said what you and your family stand for is pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community. But Derek, you also said you want me to make enough money to feed my family and walk off my job if that's what I desire. Put a number 7 in the chat. If you say, Derek, I can get down with that, bro. Like, Derek, I just met you and your lovely wife, but so far, bro, I can get down with that, Derek. And the cool part about it, I'm no pastor, I'm no bishop, I'm no priest. Again, I'm going to say this 10 times. We just love God. We love people. And when I found out I can mix them together with real estate, no disrespect, but man, I'm putting God, real estate, the love of God, and people in a blender. And I'm blending it up and I'm pouring it all over my city.
Yeah.
And it's called the love of God through real estate. In fact, we stand on something that we call PDR, purpose-driven real estate.
Yep.
Some of you guys are already in real estate in certain ways. But if you just joined us, as I see the chat and the numbers growing, we again very slowly, because I talk fast, y'all, and sometimes I stutter because I just was born that way. But guys, we run independent living facilities. Now, if you on TikTok, you do see one set of pictures, but if you come on YouTube today, I'm going to show 1,000 pictures of how God showed us how to get into this.
Yeah.
More importantly, I'm going to talk about some goals today. I'm also going to talk about some concerns that I've been seeing inside of that ILF Academy, that free group, and I want to help y'all. So if you didn't know it, I'm your new big brother. So if you're new to me, type in the chat, what's up, big bro? Like, I'm your new brother. People like Jermaine that's got on that nice blazer and that nice shirt now. People like Tia, people like Rhonda, people like Katara. They've been family so long. Like, I jokingly said, y'all, but It's like that old furniture that's comfortable in your house is always there. They're like family to us because they're always here.
Yeah.
Cheat code, that's also always the people that do well under our coaching.
Correct.
People that stay tight, close knitted to us. Does that make sense? So already in this new year, I'm giving y'all the cheat code. Keep God first in your life. Allow me to become your big brother. Shay gonna be your big sister. And again, we're gonna stay on our knees before to put God, butts in beds, because that's this whole model. And really quickly, I'm gonna turn it over to Shay. Really simply, an independent living facility, guys, is something that we trademarked. God led Shay to tell me that we should trademark this thing. Yep. Many years ago, we applied for the trademark, got it. So the teaching style, the to-do, the name of it, all the likeness, we own it. So don't be fooled by people in 2026 that's pretending to do this and ain't been through nothing.
Yeah.
They're copying us. That's the other thing I told you, remember, keep God first. When you do that, he gives you something called discernment.
Yeah.
See, I'm going in a whole different direction I didn't even expect today. But keeping God first again keeps that discernment at a high level. I don't want y'all to be tricked by people. Guys, we're here 7 days a week coaching this thing. I got all kind of one-on-one coaching and DIYs, and we'll talk about that later. But one more time, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. Shay, on you before I even finish.
No, I love what you said. Today's room is to help clear up a lot of the misinformation that people have provided individuals, and then they find themselves stuck. The other day we talked about SMART goals, and we're going to go back around that because today we're talking about goals in establishing your ILF. And I'm noticing a lot, like you said, a lot of people are not effectively shooting at a target, right? They have this broad space that they're trying to just land something on. And if you choose to operate a business like that, that's where you're always going to fall short. So today I'm just excited to clarify information, give people a method in how to, really be goal oriented in this space, because you cannot start a business without having goals, without having attainable goals. They have to be something that you can honestly achieve, because if not, then you feel like you failed. But most times people fail because they do not sit down and document appropriate goals, and they are shooting into the darkness. So I'm excited about tonight. Today. I said tonight.
You said
today. I'm excited about today.
10 in the morning, and it's January the 3rd.
I'm drinking my coffee, so don't worry about it.
So check your clock right now where I live at, which is in Eastern. It's 10:10, and it's January the 3rd.
Yeah.
So one more time for all the new people. My name is Derek Forston. My sole job is to teach you guys how to walk off your job, tend to do, right? Yeah. By running an independent living facility, which is an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So that's our dictionary phrase for that. Yeah. So Shay, if you don't mind, I want to jump actually right into
Let's do it. Jermaine said I've been seeing a lot of wrong information. And
absolutely.
That's why we're going to start that's why we have the ILF Elite, the ILF Academy Elite group, so that we can really hone in the information. With over 19,000 plus people in a community, it's hard for us to consistently articulate that message and get it out. So the goal is to have those that are really ready to implement the ILF come over to the $5 a month community. And that way we can pour into you. There's courses already in there. We go in there and answer questions.
Somebody should be saying, wait a minute, did she say $5 a month? Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all, we got a group that's only $5 a month. And the crazy part about it, if you get nothing else from that group, guys, my master class that I did on the ILF is in that group.
Yeah, it's like our one-on-one coaching.
And I never do that. So it's like Shay said, it's like getting my one-on-one coaching
in one day.
Instead of over the span of your life, like my one-on-one people get, you get it in one day.
In 4 hours.
So I'll admit, guys, like some of y'all know that and some of y'all don't. And the other thing that I've even seen in that group, some of you guys are asking questions that's in that masterclass. That's the whole reason why I did it. If you watch that masterclass, I guarantee you it answers 98% of your questions. The other things that it may not answer is what you don't even know to ask because you're not there yet.
Yeah.
But I coach from the beginning to the end. And guys, it's $5. My one-on-one people pay me thousands of dollars to get that.
Yeah.
I open it up for you guys to get it. So before I move on, just to be in that group, guys, it's $5. And to get in it, you text the word 5 to this phone number, 407-326-0086. And Marv, you can put that on screen.
It is. It's
one of our lovely assistants is in here and she'll help you guys out with that. But literally, guys, if you text the word 5 to the phone number that we'll put on the screen, that'll give you that link. You click it, join it. And again, now when you get in it, I'll be honest, don't get in there asking 1,000 questions. Click that button that say learning. Guys, it's a masterclass where I taught for 3 hours and 58 minutes. There is nothing you can think of in a question that's not in that masterclass. And usually only my one-on-one people get that. So that's a major cheat code. And that was something that I vowed to eventually do at some point in my life. Guys, that group should be $500 a month. I made this so attainable. That way nobody in 2026 has an excuse. And also my HRA training is in there. 90% of you all that run into us that want to do this, you guys can't go out and just buy a house tomorrow or rent one or lease one. But what if I taught you to use your cell phone and internet connection and the willingness to talk to people and build relationship and make $300 to $500 per referral? I teach you guys how to be a housing referral agent. So again, text the word 5, and both of those master classes are in that $5 group. Correct. So for the first time in life, you guys can get coaching like that without getting my one-on-one coaching, which today is $7,500, which is still way underpriced for what it does for you and your family and the city you live in. But let's jump into it though, because I want to talk about some concerns, because now I'm your new big brother. So it would be crazy of me not to lead you here. And I promise you, if you watch that masterclass for that $5, it'll change your life, or I'll triple your money back. Watch this. One of the things that I saw in the paid $5 group and the free group, guys, the free group is 20,000 people in it. It's called the ILF Academy. And I'll admit, it's a great group. But, you know, because it's 20,000 people, sometimes people give their opinion and it's way off.
Right, yeah.
And one of the things I want to address right now, and there's probably 7 things, but my top 3 questions that I'm seeing inside of the ILF Academy is people say, Derek, where do I start? Well, that's pretty common. No problem there. That's a quick one. If you text the word more info to that same phone number, it gives an introduction to what this is. And then if you watch that masterclass, game over. It's like you got my coaching. So that's easy. But the second one is everybody's asking questions that are so far beyond where they are.
Yeah.
Some of my veterans, if y'all are seeing that, can y'all agree with me? And if you don't, please disagree and let's talk about it. Jermaine, Katara, Tia, Angela's, the Tiffany's. How many of you all seeing people that are asking questions well beyond where they are? And what that does for me, and what I see, because I'm a coach and a consultant, it frustrates people and it starts to kill your goal.
Yeah.
Shay talked about SMART goals the other night. I'll admit, we kind of breezed over it, but we've done that SMART goals workshop a few times, and I think it's time to do it again.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do it.
Some of you guys are setting goals, but I'll admit they're not SMART goals. Why would you be asking, what do I say to the landlord, Derek, when you don't even have a website, no social media, and you're not even talking to people? You're not shaking hands and meeting people.
Right.
You're not building relationships. Why are we asking about the landlord? So under my coaching, and if you don't know how it works, guys, I coach you step by step, and we build your foundation first. One of the biggest things I tell people, man, if nobody know you, how do they know to come and get the business from you? If you fry the best fried chicken, but don't nobody know about it, like, how do they know to come get the chicken from you? Another thing that I'm seeing is that I saw 3 people this week post, oh my God, I'm so excited. I got my first house. Can y'all tell me how to put the people in it? Oh my God, are you serious?
That is probably the biggest.
That hurts my heart as your big brother.
That is the fastest way to lose a lot of money and not be successful. And people don't realize that. Somebody else said it, and they're in the Orlando area, and they're like, "Oh, I'm looking for landlords." And the first thing I responded was, "Have you started making leads?" Like, lead generation is the basis to any business. If you don't have any viable leads, meaning people that are going to refer into you, and not just individuals, you want to go to the source, right? But if you don't have all of those things that need to be set up, website, LLC, business phone number, the ability to maintain connection, communication, with email campaigns, SMS campaigns, all of those different things, you are just some fly-by-night individual that most of these organizations aren't even going to look at. And we're not saying that to be mean. We're saying it because we're in the space.
And we care. I don't want you paying that rent from your pocket. Now, real quick, let me just drive everybody back in. If you're on TikTok, Instagram, or anywhere to where you can't see my screen, please come to Forston Consultants. That's Forston. There's a lot of people on TikTok. Can you guys come over to our YouTube channel at Forston Consultants, Forston? Jermaine said that he saw that same thing. Katara said somebody jumped all over her because she's saying the right stuff to uneducated people.
And that's where it's always going to go. And
that's
Does that
make sense? That could be a t-shirt. When you say right stuff, correct stuff to uneducated people, they think you crazy.
Yeah.
And
Katara, I think you're a moderator in that group or an admin. So you can actually block people. And we have no problem with you all blocking people. My moderators, my admins, if you see that people are giving consistently bad information, you can pause them from commenting for up to 6 weeks. And I'm giving our ILF family with like you, Tiffany. I'm actually going to give Jermaine access to that, Derek, if you don't mind, because Jermaine's very active in that group. I'm going to give you all some admin abilities in that community so that you all can start, you'll have more leverage when you speak. Okay. So be on the lookout for that.
Back to that point, like, it breaks my heart. And so many of these people are new. It breaks my heart to see somebody put a post out that says, I just got my first house. Can y'all tell me what to do now? I said, oh my God, this lady is either rich or just super uneducated on how business works. I would never allow y'all to do that under my free coaching or paid coaching. Guys, I'm here 7 days a week for free. Monday through Friday, you can catch us right here. It ain't a question in your head. That's not in probably these 1,200 videos that are on our live tab. If you click my live tab, guys, there's over 1,300 videos. Right? So there's all kind of coaching. And now with this free group and that masterclass that's inside of it, I see right now, $5 will save a lot of people's lives and their financial pockets if they just join that group. Never mind my one-on-one coaching, which I believe all of y'all need at a certain point. But if you did nothing but get that masterclass for the $5, I don't care if you cancel the next month. That's how much I care about you. If you sold whatever that you said, man, I'm gonna go and get that group for them $5, boy, I'm gonna just go cancel it. No problem. Go and educate yourself. That was the whole the reason of me doing that.
I agree.
One more time, I'm done with that, but I want to just be an encouragement. Guys, that's called hustling backwards. The first thing in business is establish yourself. So for all of the thousands of people, and I hope just 3 of them might be listening to me. When you say, Derek, what's my first step? Because that's what a lot of people come in and say, build your presence. Turn yourself into a business. If your name is Tamika Jones doing this, your name is Jones Enterprise or Jones Consultants or Jones Solutions.
Right.
Or just Jones Inc. Whatever. We don't use the word housing. We don't use the word living. We don't use the word home in our name. That's a whole nother coaching that's inside of that training for $5. Watch this. Next thing, you need a website presence. Guys, we're in 2026. No social media, no website. You don't exist. And watch this. I got a team that'll build it. But if you don't come to me, no problem. Just don't go to Wix. My only request, don't go to Wix and get a website. We don't want to say jonesenterprise/wix.com. No.
It
We
doesn't
want
have
you
a
to be
full
professional.
CRM. Yeah, it's not a CRM system.
And we want you to have guys, this is not a hobby. We're praying for God to change our life, make us rich, and add no sorrow. Let's do it the right way.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost disrespect to God to ask him for all of this stuff, and we don't build the foundation the right way.
Exactly.
And if I think hard enough, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So really slowly, and watch me slow it down. You want to turn yourself into a business. Don't be a rookie like me and face a $40,000 lawsuit because I just got started. No general liability policy, dummy me. Didn't have the LLC, mistake. Just had a big heart for people, and I want to help. Guys, that was dumb. Just because you got a big heart, that leaves you wide open for lawsuits. So me now as your big brother, especially if you're taking notes, you say, Derek said, first step is turn myself into a business so that I don't make the Channel 8 news like he did.
Right.
And embarrass me and my family. Guys, I done made all the dumb mistakes you can think of. In fact, I got a book called How to Avoid the ILF Fiasco. The 12 dumbest mistakes I made. Guys, but as your new big brother, I'm just laying ground. If I ain't selling nothing today, I'm talking to you from my heart. Watch this. Establish yourself as a business. I now need website and social media, because where am I going to drive the people to? Even that landlord, that thousands of y'all saying, what I say to the landlord? Guess what he going to do as soon as you walk off from the property? He going to go and look you up. What do you show him? You have no website presence. You have no social media. You just ruin all your chances. Put a number 7 in the chat if that just make a little bit of sense. If this is belonging to you, put a number 3 in the chat. Yeah. Because you either going to tell me you just further ahead of this or you don't understand business. Yep. That's only 2 choices there.
Yeah.
Because how can we build a house without the foundation? Cool part about the foundation is once it's built, we can take off running now.
Yeah.
But without getting an LLC, nonprofit, I don't get into which one you get. The great part for you is I'm an LLC, she's a nonprofit. We can coach both sides of it. But depending on you, your family, your husband, your boo thing, your family, your business partner, your lawyer, your consultant, you can choose that. I don't get into your structural terms of telling you which one.
Right, because you may have that.
Because I didn't want no nonprofit. Right. But when Shay came along, she said, babe, I want a nonprofit. I said, no problem. Today, that's genius that we both do it and we're different. We didn't know that in the beginning. I'm just honest enough to tell y'all that today is genius. Does that make sense so far? Just 3 people share. Are they saying it in the chat? Or am I just
actually looking to answer a question for Alfonso.
Let me check the chat for 2 seconds. So yeah, I see a bunch of 7. So this makes sense then. So, and again, now I'm moving on. And now I want to get out and meet people, talk to people. Guys, remember, if you're new to me, watch this. I used to be the social worker for 9 years. So I know both sides of it. Dummy me, I just waited all my life, feel like, to get on this side of the fence. I was making 28 grand a year. God messed around and showed me a lady, y'all, that was making 41 grand a month doing this. If you new to me, put a number 1 in the chat. I want to take y'all down a journey for 2 seconds. If you're new to me completely, your first time here, put a number 1 in the chat. I was making 28 grand a year, and I'll use the term God messed around and showed me a lady, y'all, that was living my dream, doing this, but she was doing it in rats and roaches. So as that social worker, just like y'all, I was praying that God change my life. I said, God, I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. I said, but God, I love people. I want to help people. And if you on TikTok, you're not going to see nothing. Please come to Forston Consultants TikTok, people. I want to show y'all these rats and roaches. This girl was making 41 grand a month, y'all, as I'm begging God to change my life. This girl said, Derek, I'll never teach you how to do this, but let me show you what I make doing it. I was like, oh my God. And then again, along the way, right, many years later, I lost 60 pounds and wasted a bunch of years of my life because I thought I needed a license. I thought I had to own the property. Guys, none of that was true. Here go y'all big brother many years ago as a social worker. And this is what I saw when I took one Saturday and I said, man, let me go see what it looked like. Because nobody want to teach me. And TikTok, you missing it. I'm now showing burnt up kitchens and beds on the ground. Help me out over there, Shay. But guys, can you imagine the lady that I saw making 41 grand a month? This is how she was doing it. I pray that none of y'all are like this. And the cool part about it, most of y'all that find us, it ain't no coincidence. Most of y'all been praying for something just like this, but to do it the right way.
Yeah.
I'll be that gummed if we do it like this and we asking God to change our life financially. Can you see those bricks that are holding that bed up? Can y'all see the beds on the ground? Or y'all, I'm not super techie, so tell me that y'all can see this stuff, because I want to make sure that y'all can see it and I ain't just showing it. My TikTok people have no clue what I'm talking about. TikTok, come over to YouTube, the Forston Consultants. I saw a lady living my dream, y'all. I was making 28 grand a year. Miss T, please tell me you can see these pictures, T. Craig, can you see these pictures, big bro? Because I'm your big brother now. I was blown by the fact that people were like living like this, and that girl was making what I'm gonna call all that money. Guys, I'll use the word, poor is not a great word, but guys, I've been with lack most of my adult life.
Yeah.
Not that I was homeless ever. God was always more than enough. I'm speaking positive. I never ate out of trash cans. But guys, I'll be honest, there was never really overflow in my life. There was never really enough. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, living check to check. Most Americans are one check away from like really losing their lights, their water, their grocery. Guys, I've been that way most of my life. But when God messed around and showed me this model, and I said, wow, this girl makes 41 grand a month, housing people in dadgone roaches. Boy, if I do this halfway right, God gonna bless the socks off of my feet.
Yeah.
But halfway right is not even the way we do it. We want to be complete opposite of what I just showed y'all. Can 10 of y'all say that, Derek, man, I'll be opposite of that?
Oh, 100%.
And I'm done with that story already, because I normally take 2 hours to tell that story. But that's where this vision came from. And we're going to get back to our goals. But this vision, I just wanted to show the Clark family that, because they was asking. That's where it came from. I'm no genius. I barely finished high school. Shay tricked me to go to college. That's how I got the degree and the job. And God showed me my dream through somebody doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I said, God, if you let me get in this and it changed my life, I'll go all over the world teaching it and I'll never take any credit. So watch me do that real quick and I'm going to turn it over to Shay. Guys, without God, I'm a nobody. But with God, most of y'all going to think your dream came true today, because I'm now your big brother. God sent me through the bumps, the bruises, the lawsuits, the Channel 8 News, so that you don't have to. And what my whole goal in 2026 is to further the education of the ILF model, because remember, we're the trademark owners of it.
Correct.
So it breaks my heart when I see people say, I got a house. Can y'all help me fill it? That ain't how that work. I want your phone to be ringing so much before you go even look at a house. We teach a model that's called housing referral agent. That way you can get started with this with no house.
Exactly.
And that's 90% of y'all.
And you've now acquired the leads. Like I said, you've now done the thing that is most important, which is lead generation, is letting people know who you are, letting people know that you exist and that you know what you are doing, right? This gives you time to meet with case managers and social workers, become known in your community and other organizations. If they don't know you guys and you come up talking about, I have a house, help, 99.9% of people are not going to trust you, right? Even the housing referral agencies are going to have expectations that you have to meet. And then I guarantee you the person with the house is not going to want to do half of what the housing referral agents that have been trained under us are going to require them to do. Because it's a process that you're going to be taught to do as well, to make sure that you're referring into the right person. So a lot of times we tell people, slow down, right? The word tells us my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And people are so afraid of obtaining knowledge that they just go and do. And when they get out there and do and they fail, they blame it on the thing that they are trying to do when it wasn't the thing that they were trying to do, which hence is the ILF model. It was them not getting knowledge, them not getting understanding, them not counting the cost of what it's going to take to run this business. It is a business, not a hobby. And that's one of the things that I'm going to really stress a lot this year. I'm going to be the bad cop this year. I'm going to be the person that really brings people to reality of the fact that if you're not going to run this as a business, don't even get in the way of doing it. Don't do it. Just don't. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your efforts. Don't waste your money.
Because it's going to either frustrate you, land you in jail, or the Channel 8 news.
Yeah. Or you end up closed down. You're going to end up with a lot of other issues that you don't want. And I tell people all the time, like, this is not no get rich quick scheme. This is not something that you can just start today and think that is going to be full tomorrow and everybody trusts you and believe in what you do. It doesn't work like that. This is an actual business where you have to put your hands to the plow. Okay? So I'm going to be that one this year, Derek. I'm going to be that clinging
symbol. It's called tough love because again, man, we just care about you guys so much that we don't want to see you guys fail. So let's make sure that we're building relationships with social workers and case managers. And I want you guys to use Google or Chat GPT and ask it for at least 10 places that you can go and represent who you are and what you do. But remember, we don't do that even again until you get the LLC or I'll just call it your entity. Some of you guys may go nonprofit. In fact, let's have a little fun right now. Type in the chat after just hearing the intro of this, whether you want to be an LLC, for-profit, or a nonprofit. So again, I'm for-profit. Shay is a nonprofit. Let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I want to see in the chat
there's some questions
who wants to be a nonprofit or for-profit, and we'll be right back.
I hope you guys are enjoying the information. If you want more information just like this, what you're hearing now, make sure you text the phrase more info and don't put it in the chat. Text it to this phone number. Text more info, that's MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. We're going to give you our complimentary webinar, and then that leads to a complimentary call with me and my team to talk about how fast can we get you started. Let's get back to the show.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. And Shay just made me the strongest coffee I've had this year, or maybe even last year. What is in this, Shay? Gasoline?
I made it how I normally make your coffee.
And for most of y'all, I'm a little rookie when it does come to coffee, but this is strong. I like it though, but it's like, oh, it's got that.
It's gonna have you running around the house like
crazy. If you
just
joined us, and if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. All we're discussing is running independent living facilities, which is an environment where adults, not kids, not married couples, not the boyfriend and girlfriend, we house the single individual male or the single individual female in a shared living environment. Some people do co-ed, some people don't. Under my coaching, it's about 90-10. 90% of my people do not want nothing to do with co-ed.
Right.
10% of people actually like it. So again, let's have fun again. After hearing what this is, would you guys go co-ed or not? Put in the chat, co-ed or not. I actually don't. I either want all men, Shay does all women. My little tip is that if you do decide to go co-ed, it works usually better with the older population.
Yeah.
55 and up. Not that they can't get a little hanky-panky too, but I am not housing a 19-year-old guy and a 22-year-old young lady. Not doing it. To me, that's a party, right? So I'm trying to run a program that's housing people that can't afford an apartment. They can't buy a house. They can't pass a background check. And all they got is an SSI check or an SSDI check because either they're mental illness or physical illness.
Right.
Are you guys following this so far? This does not require a license because I'm treating you guys like this is the first time we met. I'm not taking for granted. None of y'all know me. So watch this. The reason we can do this with no license is because of the population we serve.
Absolutely.
The people I serve don't need me to cook their bologna sandwich. The people I serve don't want me to, well, they do want me to drive them around, but I don't. Their transportation through Uber, Lyft, their cousin, their boyfriend, their boo thing, their dad, their insurance company is my favorite.
Yeah.
Turn the back of your card over, sir. Call that 1-800 number. He'll take you anywhere you want to go. Now he thinks I'm a genius because he never knew that. I'm teaching y'all stuff that a bunch of y'all don't know. Can you imagine what's in that masterclass for $5? So one more time, we serve a population of people that can feed themselves. So if you're taking notes,
reminders,
write this down. Say, Derek said I'm gonna get in trouble if I do these 3 things. If you offer food and you feeding people, that ain't you serving the wrong population. Meaning
and that
if
means,
he needs you to feed him and he can't feed himself.
Okay, and that doesn't mean purchasing items to go in the house.
Right.
That means cooking an actual meal.
If you cooking the spaghetti and meatballs and you got to almost feed it to John, that ain't what this is, y'all. That's a group home or an IDD. My guy said, Derek, we don't need you, bro. Like, just make sure the stove
is them leg quarters.
Refrigerator is here, which brings up another point. I'm seeing it in this group. Do we let them cook in the kitchen? Absolutely, because I don't cook for them. I'm giving a masterclass right now, and I don't even realize it, because this, even though that this may be basic to some people don't know this stuff. Put a thumbs up if you guys are even appreciating this. The group home model are people that can't feed themselves. They can't take their own medications. So back to you taking notes. Derek said I'm end up in jail, the Channel 8 News, or in big trouble if I'm feeding and providing food, if I'm providing transportation, meaning that you driving them around. You're
positioning yourself in a whole nother category.
And Derek said that I'll get in trouble if I'm giving out medications. Derek don't want me doing that under the ILF model, because the people that Derek them serve, as he's teaching people all over the world, because they're the trademark owners of this, we housing the guy that said, Derek, I can cook my own bologna sandwich, bro. Because when I cook my bologna sandwich, Derek, I split it down the middle so it don't bubble up. I put my mayonnaise on it and my mustard. I want 2 pickles. Derek, I don't need you for that. And Derek, I use Uber. Derek, I got a bicycle, and my ex-wife will take me anywhere I want to go.
Yeah.
And Derek, I take my pills on my own, bro. You don't need to be a nurse. Oh, this is some good coaching. That's why to us, I don't care who you talk to, and the group home has its space. The IDD has its space.
Correct.
The assisted living has its space. But I'll admit, y'all, I'm like a right now kind of guy. And the ILF model is the right now model. There is no licensing. There is no zoning. There is no calling your city talking about, I want to start one of these. Because we're really, guys, watch me even break it down to a smaller level. Guys, all we're doing is providing a space, a bed for people that can't afford an apartment, a house, or that raggedy motel down on 13th Street.
Yep.
Guys, we are the middle ground between somebody being homeless and a safe place to live. And the cool part about it, I don't care what nobody say, it's a ministry. Because Derek didn't say it, but the Bible says the poor and needy will always be among us. God said, when you're doing unto the least of thee, the homeless, the marginalized, like you're doing him a favor. That's why this business is a no-brainer. Me and your pastor are the same. We're both in ministry, but this has the potential to go unless you start a mega church with 50,000 people in it. Other than that, guys, this is your calling. This is it. This is helping people. It's real estate. And in we've been here less than what, 38 minutes?
Yeah, 37
And
minutes.
I pretty much told y'all the gist of your starting point as a business. Create the marketing before you go get any house. And we're going to market through social media. We call it LIFT, L-I-F-T-T. So if you're taking notes, L-I-F-T-T stands for, because we got our own dictionary, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads.
Yeah.
And the system that we use that's called Digital Flow Solution, which runs all the marketing. We hit one button with that one post. It goes out to all of those places at the same time.
Yep.
And then again, I'm going to get into the community. I'm going to chat GPT and I'm going to Google
location.
Where am I going to meet these people? Tell chat GPT, I'm getting ready to start a housing program. Can you give me at least 15 places that I can go to advertise the people that need my service? Places like hospitals, substance abuse centers, Salvation Army, the Goodwill, the homeless shelter. I'm looking for case managers and social workers because I'm starting this program right now in Jesus' name. Give me a list of places with the phone number and the address.
Correct.
Because my coach Derek told me, don't go rent no house before I establish relationship. Some of y'all are so real estate heavy, you forgot about relationship. Wow. I'm going to build a whole t-shirt line that says, forget about the real estate. Katara Johnson If you get the relationship right, the real estate comes. Ask Katara.
Yeah.
Ask so many of my people that follow this model.
Yeah. Tell Katara she's gonna come and sit on the couch with us this week.
And without me coaching y'all for the rest of your life, which you probably need, which is my one-on-one coaching or one of my other many things, right there in less than 40 minutes, most of y'all are further than where you were than when you came in, if you're honest about it.
So let's give general application, right?
Let's do it.
So general application. One, this can be done in any city, any state. We've got people in almost all 50 states. Two, you need to have you have to have a general idea of business, right? Patience is going to be one. Like Derek said, start the entity. Don't do this as your own self. You're going to remove some of the liability from you, the person, by adding an entity, a business entity. Be legal. Okay. The next thing is make sure you have an EIN. Without an EIN, you can't get a bank account. A business bank account. Don't commingle funds, right? Start allocating the funds, even if you're doing owner deposits into that business bank account, to start funding your business. Don't look for others to fund you. You have to be the first investor in your business before anybody else will invest in you. You be the primary investor. Three, I should say, is setting up that business bank account. Getting out there now, making sure you have a social media, not just a social media presence, but a website. This day and age, people are going to trust but verify. You can do amazing things on social media, but we know how that looks. Most people go only to social media and they don't get a true actual website that identifies all of your services, all of who you are, who you serve. All of that information needs to be there, and an option for people to opt in to get information. So you want to make sure that you have a CRM system, right? Digital Flow Solutions is one that we use for all of our businesses. And it's not only a website, it's a CRM, customer relationship management system. So where if somebody fills out a form on my CRM system, there's automations and things that are working in the background so that they don't ever feel like they've never been responded to. That's customer relationship management.
Yep.
Even when I'm busy, there's an AI agent or there's an AI chat agent that's communicating with an individual so that I'm getting the information that I need and they're also getting the information that they need. Okay. The next thing you want to do is when you have that stuff set up is now you get out there and you start meeting people. It's the first of the year. So guess what's happening? Around the nation, the point in time count will be around before you know it. I know for us, the point in time count is when your government and other organizations get together and you can volunteer and they go out and count the homeless population overnight. Great opportunity to go out and network.
In our group talked about going to it, and they was encouraging another person to check out this website.
Mary's been doing it every year for the past 2. I think this will be year 3 for her.
That was in one of those groups that was just kind of explaining to people. Like Shay said, like she was even quoting you, so it was cool.
Yeah, the PIT, the National Point in Time Count. And then you can gather that is literally, if you go online and Google it for your city, your state, ask about when they're going to conduct the next PIT. You'll see the agency that's doing it. Most likely it's going to be your homeless service networks or your homeless coalition, something like that, that deals from a state level with homelessness, a city level, excuse me. And they are going to be the one to conduct it. And they are looking for you all to volunteer to get out there and help them count these heads. What an opportunity if you can go out there, count, provide your pamphlets, because some of these people want to be housed. Some of them don't.
They don't know it's an option until they see you.
Right? So you're now actually meeting a need while doing something that the community needs to get these numbers, these statistics. These are vital statistics that your city and state utilize. So again, getting involved in things like that, looking for other organizations that main focus is to support or provide services to the homeless population. You are now becoming a resource to them because they have other resources, but housing may not be one. What better way than to connect with other organizations that have the capacity to help in other areas of the homeless population, like feeding them, clothing them. Salt for us does showers and laundry service. So why not partner with Salt Outreach and provide housing?
That's an organization.
That's an organization here in Orlando. And provide housing. Say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. When can I come and volunteer with you all and also be able to promote what I do? So those are things that you can do and start now. You have to build the ecosystem to serve you once you get a house. You can't get a house and then build the ecosystem. That's backwards.
So you're trying to build a house without the foundation.
You're trying to build a house with a roof. You starting with the roof. No foundation, no walls, no nothing. You just, I'm going to let this roof sit here in thin air. There's nothing to support it. So that's the foundational aspects and elements of starting this business. Have a plan. Start writing down SMART goals, not just goals, SMART. They have to be specific. They have to be measurable. They have to be attainable. Okay? They have to be realistic. They have to, the steps you take have to be realistic to the goal that you're trying to meet. And they have to be time bound, meaning that you have to have deadlines. So prime example, if you're saying that you want to start an independent living facility, the first step should be, I need to get my LLC. And I'm going to give myself three weeks to do so. Right? How are you going to do that? You may do it yourself by doing the documentation through your Secretary of State. You may utilize another organization like Busy or LegalZoom or any of these other businesses that can help you to do those documents. Right? Now that's goal one. Done, got it, done, clicked off the list. The next thing is, okay, let me get my social media in place. Let me get my website and CRM system set up. That's next. How long is it going to take? Who are you going to utilize to do it? Are you feasible with social media? Are you good with social media, or do you need assistance with that? Like, these are the things you need to ask yourself when we're talking about SMART goals. You're thinking about not just the end point. You're thinking about all of the things that are necessary to get you to the end goal, right? If you know that social media is not your niche, then you need to figure out, what steps can I take to have an active social media presence that shows that I am doing what I say I do, right? What is that? Is it a virtual assistant? Is it going to Fiverr and paying Fiverr every couple of weeks to create a whole bunch of posts for you? Is it finding some other resource? You guys, we have to think like entrepreneurs. You have to think like a business owner. You can't just say, I am going to do this and go rogue. There are steps to implement. And that's why I say the SMART goal framework is very important to utilize, especially when you're someone that sees a big picture and don't know how to drill down. I'm actually going to do a workshop on SMART goals in the ILF Elite Academy Elite. I'll have some dates and I'll broadcast it, and I'll also have the team set up some text message automations and stuff like that to go out to tell people that I am going to do it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you all and find out where you are at in your process. And it's going to be an active workshop where you all are going to tell me where you're at, and we're going to design the SMART goal around where you are at. Because once you're comfortable with creating SMART goals, you'll never do goals the same. And you're going to see better outcomes from your goals when you're implementing a process that makes it attainable and achievable. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So that's, I mean, to me, that is the basics of getting started.
Yep.
The next thing after you've got that foundational aspect, you've got to know how to speak to the people that you're dealing with. The conversation to the case manager and social worker is not going to be the same conversation you have to the landlord.
Usually only my one-on-one people gets the conversation in that verbiage. Like, I would never just give that to y'all. But guys, guess what? In that masterclass, it's in that $5 group. So again, guys, I hope you understand it. And even before Shay goes to her next point, I want to take 4 questions from anything that Shay has just said, because basically what Shay just did was recap our first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We're real good at finding out who's lost or who's right here with us, especially if you're on YouTube, because I can see your comments. If you're on TikTok, please come over to YouTube. Can y'all put the first 4 people that ask a question concerning getting started or anything that we've talked about in the first 40 minutes? Let's do that as Shay continues.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go past this point if I at least see 4 questions where people are still lost on just getting started. Because I'm telling you, there's 50 questions a week. And that's actually not like a super lot, because there's 20,000 people in that group. But I'm seeing 50 questions a week of people saying, I need a mentor. Where do I start? Also, that's a bad idea, guys. Don't walk into a group of 20,000 people saying, who here can mentor me? Yeah. Why would you do that? I see a lot of that too. You should be saying, who run this group? Like, who the boss in here? Like, who done did it? Who done, like, meaning who started this group? Go to the owner of that group. Yeah. Even if this is not my group, let me just educate you as your big brother. I don't care if you want to learn how to play the violin. You join a Facebook group of 30,000 people. Why would you come in there and say, who can mentor me here? No, I want it from the guy that started this group. And if you're real smart, because we pay affiliates, you become affiliate of us, still refer to us and get paid 40% of whatever anybody buys. So we're going to teach a whole class on affiliates.
Correct.
But I see some stuff in the chat. Let's go there. So I want to take the top 4 questions from anything that Shay spoke about.
So PIT is literally called the point. It's point in time count. That is when your city leans on like some of the housing initiative nonprofits that do a lot that are in collaboration with your city. And they go out and they count the homeless people on a specific night, and they gather data, statistics for your city. So like right now you can go online and ask ChatGPT, what is the most recent statistics or data from our last point in time count for this city, state, and area. And you'll get that data. So this also helps you to see the need for housing of the homeless in your area too. Yeah. So it's not just to get it's a great way to kind of get eyes and ears on, one, how many people are identified as being outdoors and sleeping outdoors at any given time or that night that they count. Mm-hmm. The second thing is it's super beneficial because now you can see other organizations that are a part of the homelessness initiative of combating homelessness. And now you can partner with those individuals, and that now also gives you another set of leads to draw from. Because if they're doing this, they're going to think of you. Oh, you know what? Remember Sally that was here with us at the point in time count? She said she provides housing. This person has an income. Or we may have a program that we can help pay for this person for 6 months. Mm-hmm. Like those are things that end up happening. Those are the relationships that are normally built in these conversations. So you want to be available for that. Okay.
Did those 4 questions come in, or that was
one?
Okay. James LA says that's my issue. Let us know what that issue is.
The conversations. I think either the conversations or setting
and
goals.
What's crazy, y'all, I give y'all now my team is going to cut my time today, but I give y'all that conversation in that masterclass.
Yeah. So
I'm telling y'all, like I've said it 10 times and y'all probably tired of it. There is nothing you getting ready to ask me, y'all, that's not in that masterclass. So please get that for only $5. So keep the questions going though, Shay.
So what insurance info do you suggest? A general liability policy.
Yeah.
A general liability policy is going to cover you for the operations of your business. Okay. So like prime example, Forston Consultants, we've got a general liability policy. We've got what's the other one we have? We have a professional liability policy.
I want to give also an answer once you're done to that.
We have different policies based on the niche that we're in, right? Our professional liability covers us for what we say, what we write, all of that stuff. Our general liability is for any hurt, harm, or danger caused, whether it be fault or not in fault, by us. So you want a general liability policy. All of our housing program, Second Chance Housing has it. The Angela Denise Foundation has it. We have our own general liability policy. Okay.
But
so go ahead.
Watch this though. 90% of y'all, if you pick that phone up right now and call to get this policy, y'all don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So usually I don't just tell y'all what company to go to because you're going to embarrass yourself. And again, guys, I hate to just keep saying this. You used to have to get my one-on-one coaching, which is $7,500, for me to even tell you the sauce of the words to use.
And the reason why,
guys, is in the masterclass. So even the lady that just asked when is the next one, ma'am, you don't have to wait. Yeah. I put it inside of this group that's called our ILF Academy Elite, and it's only $5 a month. That's 16 cents a day.
And it's in there.
And literally the verbiage of what to say when you do it, because I don't want you calling saying, yeah, I'm getting ready to start a housing program. I'm getting ready to start an ILF. They don't even know what an ILF is. So some of y'all, again, because you're so new to me, watch this. 75% of my coaching to you is verbiage, language, and who we say it to. And that's where most of y'all mess it up at, because I did too. And what's crazy, y'all, I was a social worker for 9 years, and I was still using the wrong words. So again, if you missed it, for the people in the back, when you're getting coached by me, and it's good, because you can probably tell it now, but 75% of the coaching has a lot to do with the verbiage, the language, and who we say it to. A lot of y'all are also talking to the wrong people, and you're asking permission from people that don't even know what this is. And when you present it, they think you're talking about a group home because of your words and your language. Not because you're a bad person. No, you love God, you love people, and you're trying to help. You just using the wrong words. You're uneducated about how to present it.
Yeah.
Guys, I messed this up too. So that's why my whole life. So even if I told you who to call today, you don't know the language. So please indulge you and your family and watch that master class. Oh, and as a side note to that, I'm going to bring the lady that covers us and everybody I coach in Florida. So she covers, I think it's Florida, Georgia, Texas, is it Georgia? And Miss Renee Scott. Put a number 3 in the chat if Miss Renee Scott cover you, right? So we give her information to a lot of people. I'm bringing her to that group, and I want her to tell y'all what to ask for, how much to get, why are you getting it? Because sometimes when I tell y'all say, well, that's just Derek and he good at it. Even my lawyer, and she gonna charge me. This ain't free. Guys, I'm bringing my lawyer to y'all to explain a lot of what I talked about today. That business setup. Miss Delora Anderson. That's hard for me because it used to be Delora.
Oh, wow, right? I'm glad you said that because I forgot.
I'm just now getting used to call her Attorney Anderson because it's been butts for many years. So big shout out to Miss Delora if you're watching. She's going to be pouring into us in that group. Now, my one-on-one people get that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But these are the new perks that I'm giving to this $5 group that should be $500 a month.
Correct.
But because I'm so generous, that group's $5 a month, y'all.
Yeah.
So again, back to Shay.
So let me answer some of these questions because there are some that came in. And so the masterclass, so to get access to the ILF Academy Elite, you can text the word 5, F-I-V-E, to 407-326-0086. Okay, that's how you gain access to that. Once you enter into that community, some people have, we noticed that some, because it's under two separate, it's in two places, you may have a little bit of an issue logging in, but once you're logged in, our team's there to help you. But ultimately, you'll get a link. You pay the $5, and it automatically takes you into the portal. And you're now in the
what you do when you get in there, don't start asking questions.
Go to learning.
I would say, hey, y'all, excited to be here. I'm from, and click that button that says learning. Because that's going to answer it. Like, you're going to be blowed that I gave you that for $5. Yeah. Guys, my whole life, people had to pay me for my one-on-one coaching to get that. And even if you bought the replay of that, that was usually $9.97, like $1,000.
Yeah.
Guys, that's $5. And watch this. Nobody would tell you this. I care about y'all so much. I didn't care if you only paid $5 one time.
Yeah.
You soaked it up and you canceled the next month. Now, I'll admit, that ain't the purpose of it. But the HRA, the Housing Referral Agency, is also in there. 95% of y'all that's listening to me right now, you don't have a house. And sometimes we're not financially ready to go buy one, rent one, or lease one. Guys, the HRA, Housing Referral Agency Masterclass, teaches you how to do this using your cell phone. Still housing people, still making money. You don't need a house.
And that's in there too.
Can 10 of y'all put, Derek said, I don't need a house. I need to do the HRA, which is the Housing Referral Agency. Watch this. Here's a free gift. The first 35 of y'all that text the word HRA to the phone number 407-326-0086, that's a free webinar for 14 minutes.
And just breaks down what it is.
HRA.
It explains what the HRA
explains
is.
It, meaning,
not
and watch me explain it in 30 seconds. I teach you how to build relationships, just like I talked about with social workers and case managers, through social media, Facebook, Instagram, but also in-person meetings. I teach you that when they call you, you're going to do an assessment. Hey, man, thank you for calling. How old is Tyrone? Oh, he's 45? Perfect. What's his medications? Perfect. And what is his diagnosis? Perfect. And how much of money he get a month through his SSI or SSDI? Perfect. Miss Johnson, we're going to call you back in about 45 minutes. I'm going to meet with my team, and we're going to talk about where we're going to send Tyrone. Your job is done once you make that referral, because now you're going to say, hey,
Second Chance Housing.
Clarice, girl, I did just what Derek told me. And I know you got a house already. Girl, I did this assessment on this guy named Tyrone, and he made $980 a month, and he willing to pay your $800 to be in your place. Can you talk to him? Okay, perfect. Now, we even give y'all the agreement. Now, once y'all agree and Tyrone move in, you just made a $300 referral fee.
Correct.
Or $500 or whatever you charge. Guys, I coach that. Like, that's a whole coaching. But here's a free webinar. Text these 3 letters, HRA, to 407-326-0086. And if you're on YouTube, that number's scrolling below. That'll give you, guys, it's 14 minutes. It's free. And it breaks down what I just said in 45 seconds on a longer version. And I'll admit, that's what probably 95% of y'all need. And guys, what's so crazy? We built a course that's called the HRA Business in a Box. It's actually our lowest tier product. It's only what, $397? And it teaches you only how to build relationships, how to answer that phone, do the assessment, and make a referral to somebody else. And when Tyrone move in and pay Shay that rent, Shay owe you $300 because you sent the
whatever
referral.
your referral fee is. Yeah.
Does that make, can 10 of y'all say make sense? Now, 5 of y'all type, Derek, I'm still confused if you are. But if that makes sense, and wow, bro, yes, that's how you get started in this. Because to me, that's the training wheels until you get your own place.
Correct.
Back into the question.
All right. So
I hope they get that.
Do you recommend I get in the academy if I purchase the DIY? So you have 2 options.
Jump in. Is that what
Frederica has 2 options. You have the option of joining the ILF Family Talk group, which is $47 a month, or you can join the $5 a month group. The ILF Family Talk group is a little bit different. When we go live monthly, we have a monthly meetup with all of our ILF Mastery members, and we have more in-depth conversations about, where people are. That community group has a lot of, like, all of our trainings that we do in that community stays in that community. So that's $47 a month, and you get us guaranteed once a month, and we sit down and we do Q&A. We have other people come in and teach and educate. That's that community. And that was offered last year. That's not even an offer anymore for 2026. But because you already purchased, we would still let you have that opportunity to join that community. The $5 community is a little different. That'll be a lot of pre-recording. We'll also have some guests come in there, but it's going to be more so for that person that really needs to get started. and be around a community and where we have the control to make sure that the right information is being divulged in that group, right?
Especially
it's hard to corral. Yeah, it's hard to corral 20,000
people get in a group, guys. Like y'all don't notice, but I literally hired a staff that literally now works in that group.
Yeah.
So I got 3 people that are inside of it, but I literally hire one of them full time. And her sole job is to pretty much look after both, because there's a free ILF Academy on Facebook. So in fact, if you text the word join to that same phone number that's scrolling below, that'll give you our free group. That's 20,000 people. A lot of great stuff going on. Like people send us emails and text messages all the time about, Derek, I know you got coaching, bro, but these groups are great. Like, I'm learning a lot and I'm getting started. Guys, that's why I did that.
Right.
And that's why I tell people, man, I got levels for everybody. I got free levels. Guys, we're here 7 days a week pouring into you all. The coaching is only for people that want to skip the line and go faster. I'll admit, the one-on-one coaching, and you said, Derek, I ain't got time for your group stuff. I don't want to wait till you, Derek, I want you in my back pocket. That's the one-on-one coaching, right? But I'll be honest, man, for $5 a month, I wouldn't even question it. I want to be around everything possible if this is what I'm trying to do. Prime example, Shay and I right now are in a coaching program for something completely different outside of this. Guys, I'm in every group they got, the paid ones, the free ones, and we got the one-on-one coaching. So what I'm saying is that I enthrall, if that's a word, myself into the thing until I get it. And again, y'all, not being funny, but for 16 cents a day, for $5 a month, like, that's pennies to change your life. So I suggest all y'all get into it, because eventually, remember, Shay and I are building an association. Now, if you're under my one-on-one coaching, you get all, like, we spoil y'all. But that group is also solely for people that when we branch out, because like right now, our coaching is in 40 states. But Shay and I are building an association. And I don't live in Georgia, Alabama. I don't live in California. I don't live in Vegas, New York, Jersey. So we're going to be choosing people, and it's going to be people that invested in themselves, even at the $5 mark, because we can't house everybody and we can't take every referral. But we're going to start building an association, and a lot of those people that are in those communities, in that paid community, those are people that we'll be heavily leaning on futuristically when this thing gets crazy.
It's already
and guys, remember, everything that I ever spoke about this theme, it's happened. Like, even the way things are now with our newer coaching and newer models and all, guys, we spoke this stuff years ago. We always called these things that be not as though they were. That's scripture. Back on you, Shay.
So Alfonso says he purchased the DIY and he's looking for the ILF paperwork. So I went into the portal and I do see it there, and you've only opened 37% of the paperwork. So it's under paperwork. And that's where all of the templates are. They're web documents, Word documents, that you can modify. The other thing is, with the DIY, don't forget, you also get the CRM system. You get Digital Flow Solutions, and in Digital Flow Solutions, the digital version of it is already in the system. So you don't have to go and recreate it. It's already pre-designed for your business, and it's in the system. So don't forget about that as well. So not only do we give you the Word document that you can modify and edit, but when you get Digital Flow Solutions, it's already in your documents and contracts, and it's already personalized for your business. So I hope that helps. But if you go into your portal,
and Shay'll be doing an onboarding of how that stuff looks. That's a newer thing that we're going to do this year.
So whether you're a DIY, IMB, everybody will get an onboarding
of the system,
of the system, and also of the process, like Forston Consultants. So I do see it. It is under. I'm in here now. It's under paperwork. And you'll see the homeowner pitch document, the resident handbook signature page, the ILF lease template, release of liability, client assessment forms, the move-in checklist. Is a whole bunch of stuff that's in that. So just look under it says paperwork. It's a section in the course that says paperwork, and all of that is there. I can get the team to also put the checklist in the things as well.
Also, there's a little small requirement for the ILF Elite group. So that group, that's $5 a month. This is now, I won't have a lot of requests. Like prime example, that ILF Academy, the free group, I don't really have any requests other than no spamming, no selling stuff, no bullying, all of that normal stuff.
Yeah.
The $5 group, same rules, but you are not allowed to just come in the $5 group and just ask general questions. That's a more of an elite level, and I'm expecting that from people in that group. And this is kind of how I want your question to sound like if you did have a question. Derek, after watching the masterclass in here, what did you mean by when you said da-da-da-da-da-da? Because I'm telling you guys, none of y'all will ask a question that's not in that masterclass. So I'm not asking y'all to go filter through my YouTube stuff where I'm encouraging y'all and kind of coaching and encourage. Guys, that masterclass is all coaching. There is no encouragement. There is no me going left, right.
Right.
Guys, it's all coaching. So one more time, I'm going to make this announcement probably even live in that group. I expect for you all to, you guys are an elite level of people. I don't want to see a question that says, Derek, what's the first step to get started? The devil is a liar. Because that also going to tell me that you're not trainable or coachable. We gave you that's one of the major key points of you being in that group.
Right. Yeah.
Guys, if I never put anything else in that group other than that, that should be enough. Because it's all of my coaching that you will get over a span of years. Now, granted, all of that stuff can be expounded upon.
Yeah.
But most of y'all admitted today that you learned more today than you've ever learned around other people. Can you imagine what it's like listening to me for 3 hours and 58 minutes? So that's what I mean by that, guys. One more time, in that $5 group that you can join by texting the word 5 to 407-326-0086.
Yeah.
You guys are just, that's one rule for me in there. Of course, no spamming, no selling your products and your services. We're coming out with a package, actually, that if you do want to sell something, because some of y'all got Amazon stores, some of y'all do digital stuff, we're going to allow that at a tier, at a price point in that $5 group. But I'm telling you, my only ask is you cannot go in there and ask a question that's already in that masterclass, because you defeated the purpose of being in it. Because remember, the free group don't get none of that stuff. So your questions to start off saying, Derek, after watching the masterclass, what did you mean by when you said, no problem, we'll jump all over that.
Yeah.
But if I see Derek, what should we be saying to the landlord to rent that property? Because Derek, I don't know what to say to that guy, because they keep telling me no. Guys,
that means you did not and did a complete walkthrough of that whole conversation.
When I charge everybody else $7,500 to tell them, I put in that video. So I'll be almost insulted, because that tells me either one, you don't know, which is great, or two, I'm going to just say you were lazy. If somebody gave you an open book test and gave you the book, you wouldn't read it. That's what that is. It's an open book test, and nothing for most of y'all that you're going to ask is not in there. Let's move forward.
So I need to obtain mentorship also. So this is someone asking, you can visit forstonconsultants.com and go and look to see what best suits you. What are you wanting? The collective. Are you someone that wants to be taught in a group setting where you can take we can guide
that's the
you?
New coaching for this year, actually.
Yeah, where we can guide you on I think it's bi-weekly meeting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bi-weekly meetings with the coaches. And we meet with you as a group and we kind of walk you through the stages. Do you want one-on-one coaching? Right? That looks a little different this year. Is not getting the phone numbers and all of that. It is the setup. You know, you don't get access to Derek and I to call us like people did in the back last year, where they can call us at any time, Monday through Friday, and say, hey, coach, this is where I'm at. This is the problem I'm having, blah, 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 blah. You would have to set up those meetings. And then we have the DIY, do it yourself. That's a whole bunch of videos and information. And then you can add the groups or one of no, that's not there. Well, you may let me do it. You may allow me to allow them into the ILF family talk.
Which one?
Community, the 47.
They're
with the DIY. No, with the DIY. Are we going to still allow them to opt into it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
well,
there we go.
Now I'll admit that price point may change from that 47 because that's a cheat code.
Right. Okay.
So I'll explain that briefly. We allow the DIY people who said, Derek, I don't need you to hold my hand. I can do this on my own. We allow them a $47 upgrade to be in what we call still our one-on-one coaching group. Because my one-on-one people, even though they get me one-on-one, we still meet once a month as a family and just hash out a bunch of stuff and questions, concerns, and where everybody is. And the cool part about that group, y'all, that group started probably 4 or 5 years ago. So all the coaching, all the curriculum, a lot of master classes, off video coaching is in that group. So that's why people like that, because they feel like they still get a part of me.
Yeah.
Because again, once a month is
everything. Yeah.
Where we all meet. So that's $47. And no, you just can't buy it by itself. You must have purchased the DIY to get that.
Yeah.
But I'll admit, guys, again, if you don't get that, I'm telling you, that $5 group this year I should see 20,000 people join that group this year.
Yeah. And
to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, that's a group that should be $500, but I'm making it $5 a month because I want it to be something that's a no-brainer for you. And I don't want to be ever a price barrier of why you couldn't get started.
Correct.
In fact, over this weekend, prime example, 2 ladies and another set that's sisters, Shirley and Irma, y'all specifically, Shirley and Irma said, Derek, we only watched your masterclass and we getting the keys to our first property in a week.
Yep. And they've already made the relationship.
Blows my mind. And she didn't go in there asking 1,000 questions. She said, Derek, the first thing I did, because you said the master class was in it, and that's all I would need if I come buy your coaching. Guys, they getting their first house, their first set of keys in a week from today.
And the fun part
and that
about
was less than 2 weeks ago of them getting in that group.
And what I love is they've already connected with other housing providers.
$5 a month.
What I love about it is they've already connected with other housing providers. They've already started building their ecosystem. So they have case managers, social workers, like they're beating the pavement. Like they took off running.
Yeah.
Even during the holidays,
that's
like they took off running.
That's good at it. Like they wait that they just boom, boom, boom. And when you got the direction, guys, it's easy to move fast like that.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest too, though, right? Because there's another side to it. Some of y'all don't need no more information. You need to just get in.
Correct.
Right? At some point, it becomes information overload. Like, prime example, if you watch that masterclass 13 times and you ain't made no moves yet, that's a you problem.
Analysis paralysis.
75% of y'all should be able to say, oh my God, I can't believe he put this sauce in this $5 group. I'm finna go do this, and this, because he said my first step is to turn myself into a business. Because he got sued because he did it.
Yep.
Like, guys, like, I'm telling you, like, if that free academy had that video, that'd cut down all them silly questions.
Yeah. And
what do I say to the social worker? What do I say to the landlord? How do I get my first house? How do I promote and get the people? Guys, for all my life during coaching, you had to buy my one-on-one to get that. Now you can spend $5. So I'll admit, this year I have pity on nobody that don't get started in this. And you claim God told you to get in this. He put my big mouth in front of your face.
Yeah.
There is no coincidence that we met today or in the last 30 days or whenever you found us. It's probably because you've been thinking about it and praying and talking to your daddy God about it.
Yeah.
And he, for such a time as this, merged us together. That's no coincidence. It's called divine timing.
Divine appointment.
And it's all about what you do with it.
Yeah.
Watch this. Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something he's already told you to do.
Boom, boom, boom.
You can say ouch or you can say amen. Some of y'all say both. One more time. Procrastination, which is what I pray against today, is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time. Oh, I got time. God is just for something he's already told you to do. And normally I say, put in the chat if not this one. Shake your head in your living room right now.
You by yourself. Just
Derek, God been told me to do this, bro. Like, but Derek, I never met you. I didn't, no excuse now. And I got a $5 group. So one more time, don't put it in the chat, but raise your hand in your living room or just not just say, yeah, Derek, I ain't gonna lie. I've been procrastinating. God been told me to get into this. Last statement, and I'm done, and we'll finish the other 2 questions. Most of y'all blessing is on the other side of helping people, and it's in something like this. Now, I'll admit, out of the thousands of people that'll watch this, probably 5 of y'all probably should be doing something else. Go start a bakery, go start a fried chicken company or a daycare. But 98 to 97% of y'all that find us, God already told you to get in this. You just didn't know where to get started. I give you the launching pad through 7 days a week of free coaching on YouTube. I got a $5 group. But now if you know you want it and finances ain't your problem, you get that one-on-one coaching. Don't even look at that other stuff.
Right.
Because if you get the one-on-one coaching, you get everything else just added into it. The $5 group, all of that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So we got something for everybody. So, but one more time, your blessing, your financial breakthrough, your generational wealth that you've been praying about for your family, it's actually on the other side of you helping people.
Correct.
I wish I would have learned this years ago. You find something where you can please God, help people, be respected by the community, you can make a bunch of money to feed your family. And I dropped the mic right there. I'm done.
So here's some other things that James asked if you're not concerned about them burning down the house. For one, no. And we put things in place so that they don't, or if they do, there are safety mechanisms in place. One of the things that we teach and train is how to use a fire extinguisher. Everybody upon move-in gets to learn that.
Yeah.
That's something that's documented.
Yep.
We do trainings with them every year, especially if the dynamic in our house has changed dramatically. We go back in and we educate on how to use an extinguisher. Okay.
But watch me go a step further, and because I'm so honest, I've been in this a long time, and I had a guy once.
Yeah.
I'll just call it a mistake. He fell asleep. He cooks rice and beans every day. I've been housing this one guy, y'all, for over 8 years now. Still got it. He left at one time for like, how long did Mr. G leave?
A couple of months.
Couple months?
Like 2 months, 3 months.
Oh my God. Bad situation. It didn't work out. They brought him back. Rice and beans every day, but there's one time he fell asleep.
Yeah.
And it damaged the kitchen. Yeah. Burnt the cabinets. But watch this. God is so good. Guess what's on my vision board over there that most of y'all can't see? That's over Shay's, what is that, left shoulder? It says, God, I want to house people, but I want to give them a job too. And God, can you give me guys that's good at ACs, laying floors, laying sheetrock, painters, plumbers? So guess who are a lot of guys that I get? Guess who fixed that kitchen? Guess who didn't have to call the landlord and say, hey, man, I burnt your kitchen up. Can you replace everything brand new? God gave me the guys with the skill set. Lord, have mercy. That was able to help me. So it can happen, but is that my concern, and will I not open because of it? The devil is a liar. I got way bigger concerns than him burning the kitchen down.
Yeah.
That's another thing that my insurance will cover. Dummy me in the beginning, I didn't have it. Mm-hmm. So guys, because of me not having that general liability policy, guys, I was up creek.
I had to fix it, yeah.
Oh, I hope that makes sense to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm giving a lot of game today. Next question.
So the next question is, can the city housing help you get people? So I'm going to say, don't make them your main support. But if they see that, what I tell people all the time, the city is always going to come to you when they see you doing well or when they see you doing poorly.
I'm standing away from them people.
They're going to come to you when they see you doing poorly because they're going to do everything in their power to try and shut you down if you're doing it the wrong way.
Unless you're in one of them cities that get it and they don't mind it. But like when I first got in this, my city said, Derek, you can't do this. You need a light. But now they beg for it.
No way.
So, and again, it's only because people are using the wrong words and or language.
We got a baby, y'all. I'm sorry. I just got the text.
Okay. Her uncle and fiance just had a brand new baby. So congratulations to them.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm excited. Sorry, guys. That's good news.
But anyway, so ma'am, Miss Tilly, I'll be honest, I stay away from your city. Unless you're in one of those cities that they get it. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe what Kamisha finna do. But most people I coach, they sit and be like, until they get it. Then they beg for it. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm looking for social workers, casemen. Guys, remember, I was the discharge planner for 9 years. You're looking for me. The job I did for 9 years where I was discharging people. And remember, in that masterclass, I give y'all the verbiage, like literally by phone. Hello, may I speak to the director of social work? Because remember, the lady that answers the phone, she don't know nothing. She a secretary.
Yeah.
So I teach you guys, don't waste 45 minutes talking to Miss Barbara. Good morning. May I speak to the director of social work? My name is Kamisha Tilley. Yes, I'll hold. Hey, Miss Karen, how you doing today? Perfect. Now, you don't know me, but my name is Miss Tilley. And I would love to know when is the next great day that I can come and visit you and your team.
Yeah.
So that we can talk about how we can work together to end homelessness. I offer independent living in a shared living environment. We take people from homeless to hopeful. And I would love to treat you and your team to coffee and donuts. It's Tuesday at 10 o'clock, okay? Can 10 of y'all put in the chat, Derek, I can do that. I ain't afraid to talk to people. How many of y'all can do what I just said? Because that spiel right there gets me into every hospital in my city. Because nobody turns down coffee and donuts. I'm going to pray before I walk in the door. I say, God, you know I started with this tongue. Now help me say it right now. Now, today, I'll admit I don't do this. Because my coaching package today's got a virtual assistant in it from the Philippines, and our VAs run all 8 of our businesses now. So if you new to us, you don't know this, but I'm not just your coach when you buy from us or purchase or invest, which is the best word in yourself. You invest into a system. I'm not just your coach. The system is actually bigger than me, because if you do your job right, the system can run it all by itself when you decide to go to Puerto Rico and kick your feet up in the sand and sip pina coladas. We use something called Digital Flow Solutions, which is our website build out, CRM system, our business phone line, AI bots, automations. That's what run this whole business, y'all. And the virtual assistants. My VAs, real human people. $5 an hour from the Philippines, Nigeria, Pakistan, Egypt. I give y'all that in my coaching package because it changed our life. So I give it to you. Guys, I'm the greatest coach ever doing this. And that sounds real cocky, but it's only because God's in control of this and we recognize it. And because I been through so many bumps and bruises and mistakes and did it the wrong way. And lucky for y'all, y'all don't have to because you got me. Yeah. But if you got patience and a bunch of time, you take your time and get it on your own, no problem, or get the DIY. Yeah. But if you say, Derek, this is it. I told me and my family last year I was going to get into this. Bro, I'm ready now. Visit forstonconsultants.com, grab the coaching, and let's go. Now, what you won't see today on our website is what I'll call out like our newest product. I've been kind of telling you guys for a long time, the one-on-one coaching going away. Well, somehow I end up still keeping it. Yep. But just to keep it affordable, I still kept that $4,997 price, and it's called the ILF Mastery Blueprint Collective. So in other words, no more learning alone. It's a group effort, and we're going to learn it together with bi-weekly meetings. We still, the expectation from you is to go through the material. Because remember, I give you the sauce. Yeah. But unlike the DIY, where the DIY people can't call me, the DIY people can't meet with me. I'm going to meet with this group twice a month. Mm-hmm. Right? So there's that guidance with community as a collective, and then you still get me. The DIY, you don't get me at all. The DIY says, Derek, I don't need you, bro, but I need that website. I need that CRM. I need that phone. Yeah. I need all them goodies and them toys, and I need your complete guidance through video.
And for those, like some people, a lot of people
also do well on that too.
Some people are saying they need help with DFS. Just schedule an appointment, right? If you have DFS already,
cover that though.
But they can also schedule an appointment. The team's available. So whatever you're needing help with, contact the team. Let them know that you need help. If those of you that purchase the DIY and you don't have access to DFS, you can send them a text and just say, hey, I'm ready to get started with my DFS platform. That phone number, Marielle, if you can put the phone number for DFS, I would greatly appreciate it.
And let me see. Ron says, do you deal with veterans for housing? Yes, that's actually one of my probably top 2 favorite populations, elderly adults and veterans. And most people, so here's some great coaching. Most people think that your veterans got to come from the VA. Veterans Affairs? Not really. All my veterans come from the regular hospital. None of them came through a VA or a VASH payment. My veterans get SSI and SSDI. Very simple. Does that make sense, Ron?
Yeah, and they
I love the veterans.
And real quick, you can contact Digital Flow Solutions at 407-809-8215. Again, that's 407-809-8215. Send a text. The agent, because our team is off, so our AI agent will be the one that's you're communicating with. So just let the agent know, hey, I'm a DIY Forston Consultants DIY. I need to schedule an appointment for my DFS software systems. And
thanks,
our team
Kamisha. I appreciate that.
Right.
Katara, who's over there in Columbia, South Carolina, where we hosted an event literally through her. Look what she put. She said some of my veterans came from the local shelters.
Yeah.
So most of the people make you pay for that. Say, well, you got to pay me until. I'm telling you now, my veterans don't come from the VA. Even though I got videos of me walking through the VA. They come right from these regular hospitals.
Correct.
So don't think that you got to work with a specific program, Neonta, St. Fort down there in Fort Lauderdale. Mm-hmm. She worked with a whole program that all they do is send her veterans. It ain't the VA.
Yeah.
It's just the organization that serve veterans. And the crazy part about her program, they pay 80% of their rent. Yeah. And her beds are $1,100.
Whole different situation.
She's in Miami. Gardens. Yeah.
So, Derek, so the phone number one more time for Frederica, it is 407-809-8215. 809-8215, and that's 407-809-8215, and it's also scrolling below.
I want to answer these other two questions too.
Go for it.
Alicia says, how do you pay the clients' helpers? I'm assuming, Alicia, and help me. Do you mean like if I'm got a client that's actually helping me do chores? Is that what you mean? Because if you do, I'll explain that too. So a lot of my people that I'm housing are very handy. And to be honest with you, sis, they want to do it. There is no pay a lot of times.
Correct.
They just want to do it. Meaning, prime example, when I first got all of my houses, at our highest height, guys, we had like 12 houses.
Mm-hmm.
I was paying for landscaping.
It was 15.
Right. I was paying for landscaping, housekeeping. Guys, that was dumb. Don't y'all do that. The people you go house, they want to do it. They're bored and they want something to do. Now, if you get one that's just so good and they clean, like, or multiple houses, sometimes you can work out a payment arrangements of what that'd be. But for the most part, in the way I coach it, look for the guy that said, Derek, I just want to mow the grass, bro. Derek, I want to clean all the bathrooms. Derek, are you buying the bleach and the pine sol this week?
Right.
That, like my new guy, prime example, John. John just moved into one of I'll call my newest ILFs. The first thing he asked me was, Derek, man, where's the bleach, pine sol, floor? Oh, my kind of guy. And every time I go, because even though I'm pretty strict on how the house looks, especially the front area, the presentable area. I done got a little laxed over the years on their bedrooms, but everything somebody can see, the kitchen, the living space, oh, I don't play about that. Guys, my new guy, John, you can eat off the floor.
Yeah, he's super clean.
I want all y'all to pray tonight. God, I don't quite know what Derek talking about, but can you send me 15 Johns? Guys, that's the kind of guy I want in all my houses individually. Because he the kind of guy, watch this, that don't mind cleaning up after other people.
And Derek, he also cooks.
Most guys say, clean up after this guy. They grown.
He just loves a clean house.
This guy said, Derek, I don't care, man. Where the broom at? Where the dustpan, Derek? My kind of guy. I gave him his own closet, y'all, with just stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps that place immaculate.
Yeah, he sure does.
Pray for John. So, Alicia, I hope that helps. If you're not talking about that, Kamisha says, I'm watching this with our city councilor, and she's clueless just like me. But watch this. I guarantee you she knows the need for housing.
Yeah.
And y'all just saying, man, how can we work together to solve it?
Make it happen.
And if she's sitting with you, that means that you built relationship.
She said a city commissioner.
Thousands of people to build what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Now, maybe she your friend, maybe she your but that's relationship to me. Because she also sees homelessness in your city.
And how can
that's exciting.
How can you help her with even when it comes back that time for voting and stuff again? We actually had a meeting with a very good friend of ours, and that's something that we talked about a lot. If you have a shoe in with your city your city council, your city, commissioners, whoever it is, if you all can come together and get this thing up and operational, you now have a prototype that can be mimicked throughout your community and be an effective resource. How good does that look when she goes back up for election, right? That she was the one that helped initiate a change in the community, in that specific community that you all are serving, to help combat homelessness by this housing initiative. There's so many. We've actually met with our city commissioners as well, and we had a very great meeting, and they stand behind us. They endorse what we do because of the fact that they know that we're doing it right and that we're doing it well. That at any given time they can call us and say, hey, can we come do a walkthrough? We want to introduce X, Y, and Z to this model, so that they can see what you're doing and kind of help us reimagine it on a larger scale or whatever. And we do that. We give that open door because that's just how our houses are ran, that at any given time, any official can come into the house and see that it's kept well. The residents are happy. They're doing well. So it's just all up to how you guys get it done.
Jermaine asked a question that I want to answer, and I also want to show what Katara stated. So I'm going to read it. Is it smart to give an incentive to your residents if they refer somebody? And before I answer it, I'm going to show what Katara said, and then I'm going to jump in, and I want Shay to chime in. Katara said, Jermaine, I offer my residents $100 1 month off of rent. They still barely refer anybody because they are picky about who they want living with them.
I love that. I love that because they've already found cohesion. Like they've already found a dynamic that works for them in the house. So that shows the maturity of the individuals that Katara is housing, and their ability to discern someone that's coming from the outside and making sure that they're a good fit.
Yeah.
And it's not sabotage. You want people that are doing well, that have been with you for a long term, that have not caused any problems, to be able to say, you know what? I know this guy from the shelter and I know he needs a place to live. But if we bring him here, Miss Katara, this ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like this ain't gonna be good. This is gonna mess up everything that we got going on here.
Yeah.
And that's it, and that is so instrumental, because you've got a client population that loves where they reside so much that they refuse to let anybody else come in and make it what it doesn't need to be.
I love that, Shay.
So I just love that.
Watch this though. Now watch me go further in the coaching. And what's interesting is about these two people, Katara and Jermaine, they're both under us in different ways. Watch this. Katara is one-on-one coaching. Jermaine is DIY. Watch me coach both of them right now, but what only really Katara gets. Now, I'm sure I probably said this in a video that's in his DIY training, but let me give y'all a front row seat of how I view everything that was just said. Because this is what I taught Katara. Now, Katara gonna either be honest with me, wink, wink, and say, ooh, bro, I slipped on that. Or Derek, no, I did that. Because as soon as I start saying this, she gonna know where I'm going. Watch this, y'all. Let me read this before I say it, because she just put something. Yes, ma'am. Y'all met them. They are picky. Yep.
Yeah, they're very picky.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're very picky.
Katara, in the chat, let's have fun. And you tell the people, ooh, Derek, I slipped on that. No, Derek, of course I did that, bro. You always tell me that. Jermaine, you tell me if this is the first time you've ever heard this concept. Watch this. I'm going to answer the same question. Will Derek give another client, resident, a referral because he brought in Tyrone to us and Tyrone worked out? Derek will not give that. I teach you guys that when we're doing stuff like that, I don't want Katara saying, hey, Joe, I'll give you $100 if you bring me a good guy. Right. I want 311 Solutions to say that, to give him that.
Come on now,
the program. I never want to tie personal money coming from Derek.
That's
so I
good.
Coach you guys that Derek, no. Guess what, guys? If y'all bring us a good guy, my program's second chance, so that they'll pay either one of y'all $100 in a gift card, or they'll give it off on your rent. So Derek ain't giving them nothing.
Derek
so the only thing I'm changing is the mindset of who the money is coming from.
Right.
Now, Katara, you tell me whether you did this or you said, ooh, bro, I didn't do that. Or Jermaine, have you ever heard of me teach from that standpoint? Watch this. Even when I'm kicking out somebody and we're doing an eviction, it's never Derek. Second chance is putting you out of here. So Derek is the guy that's trying to save you and keep you here. But when you break them rules, Derek don't kick out people, but second chance will put you out of here in a heartbeat. And see, that's the name of my program. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense, 10 of y'all, of what I just said? Yeah. Now I'm gonna go in the chat. I'm gonna give it to Shay. Yeah. And I'm gonna see what Katara and Jermaine is saying.
Katara said it. She says everything comes through 311 Solutions. Okay, prime example.
Exactly, Katara.
Let me show y'all.
Hold on. Now, Jermaine, tell me, does that make sense to you and all my new people who don't have my coaching? Do you understand the thought process of why we do that?
Because if Derek gives away money once, Derek's going to give away money every time I ask him.
They're not Derek.
Right? That's the assumption that comes with that. Oh, I can just ask Derek for money. So like prime example, last night, I realized that a tenant is late on rent. And all of my tenants have my personal business line, but I have my DFS line, which is my corporate business line. So that's the program, y'all. The program. When the program come to texting from that DFS line, you know it's business. It's about the business.
I hope they even getting this because you're saying about
how I separate. I have two lines on this phone. One is my personal Shay line.
Are we talking about that rent?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
I have another line on this phone that my client, my residents have when they need to access me. When I'm not available, I forward that second line to DFS, Digital Flow Solutions.
That's your business line. That's the boss.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the
program. The whole thing.
That's the directors, the CEOs. That's all. That Digital Flow Solutions phone number. That's when they call in the executive offices. They don't get Shay at the executive office. Shay don't work at the executive level.
So when that rent late, it ain't Shay talking about, hey man, that rent ain't came in.
Right. Yeah. So prime example.
It's the program from a different number that's not Shay's. That's why we give y'all the system.
So prime example. I'm gonna tell them what I did. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. So individual didn't pay what they needed to pay. They got a scheduled text message. So the message was drafted late last night and it was submitted. It released itself. I scheduled it to post scheduled it to send at 9 a.m. And it gives them all of the information and it lets them know you don't need to contact Shay because this is outside of Shay's realm of operations. It's now at the executive level. So now you have to deal directly with me, the program peeps, through that phone number to articulate what's the issue with your rental, with your rent payment. If we fail to hear from you by Monday, you can get some documents. And we're going to go through the process of saying bye. But Shay never said nothing. They don't get me. Shay ain't said a word.
That's Shay's boss. Watch this again for the last three people that don't get this, because this is the one that just drive it home. Guys, all of my tenants are under the belief that there's somebody ahead of me. I'm not the boss in front of my tenants. Now, when I'm at the dinner and hanging out with y'all and having a good time, oh, this is me and God business. This is me. This is all mine.
Jermaine said, I got to talk.
In front of my tenants, I am not the guy.
Right.
Jermaine said it in the chat. I'm just the manager.
I gotta talk to upper management before making any decisions.
All my guys, hey bro, it's either me or you. My job gonna either get rid of me or they gonna kick you out. Now let's work together because I need my job. Oh, that makes so much sense. In the beginning, I'm telling my people that I own the place. This is my house. The devil is a liar.
Yep.
You won't even know how much of pressure that'll get off of you when your tenants don't believe that you are the all be all.
Exactly.
That coaching right there alone is worth so many thousands of dollars because y'all want to brag to y'all people that you own that place, that this your program. Let me tell you right now, no, it ain't. Not in front of your tenants, not around your family, your friends, and the people that you want to brag in front of. You tell them you saving the world, housing the homeless. And it's your program, God and you. But in front of your tenants, you work for a program called whatever you named it. My program is called Second Chance. I tell my people, guys, my boss man coming tomorrow. It better be clean in here because we got a room inspection. Sometimes I go, y'all, they done cleaned up, but I go so early, they all sleep. I tell them, hey, y'all, man, we did the walkthrough and the boss man saw everything was good. Y'all was asleep, though. Wasn't nobody but me.
Yeah.
But, guys, the coaching and that expectation, guys, that goes in the beginning, big mistake, me telling them that this is my thing. Guys, in fact, one of my famous prayers is, God, I decrease so that you can increase in me. Let's remove us. Why you think that we get a general liability policy? I want to remove the ability for somebody to sue Derek.
Yeah.
Big mistake I made in the beginning, y'all, trying to just get it, trying to leave my job so fast. Forgot the most important thing, which was the insurance. Watch that masterclass in that $5 group to know what to ask for and the verbiage that you're to use when you call those people. If you live in Florida, you just go to our people. Georgia, Texas. But if you go to somebody in Istanbul, Turkey, you use this language. One thing about my culture, and I'm serious about that, I give y'all the language to use and don't deviate. Okay, Shay, last two questions. We're going to get these nice people out of here.
I'm good because I'm coughing now.
Y'all also pray for me. Tia, can you pray for me, Tia? My accountant, which is kind of our PR manager too, she want me to cut these rooms down to 30 minutes. Tia, when she said it, I almost swallowed my tongue. Y'all know my intro take 30 minutes. Can y'all pray that my accountant, PR lady,
she's not
have a little leniency? Tia,
she's not, because she gave you
Tia,
she gave you grace last year.
Right now.
She gave you grace last year.
This
so
started
I don't think
at 10 o'clock and it's 11:48. She want me to do this in 30 minutes, Tia. Katara, did you hear? Jermaine, Rhonda, they want me to do this in 30 minutes. As much as I love this and talk about it. Y'all pray for me. So anyway, I'll just put that out there. I appreciate you guys so much. And guys, we laugh and we joke and we play and have a great time here. But I truly hope that we said at least two things today. Sometimes I say one, but today I'm being serious. I hope that we said at least two things today that either change your perspective on what this is, how to get started, or it gave you a different look on just like, wow, like I have been learning this the wrong way in that other group or listening to that other person. And guys, again, not to be funny, but the cheat code to all of this is keeping God first, marketing your butt off and not getting the house first and then talking about how do you feel it with people.
Right.
Marketing again, shaking hands and kissing babies, meeting people, and screaming to the world that you offer affordable housing in a shared living environment.
Kamisha said, tell her 35 minutes that you just talk fast.
Kamisha, they'll be so mad at me on here like, and y'all know how much I love this. Like, I can't fathom me doing this in 30 minutes, but if that's what they want me to do, I guess we might as well try. I call most of the shots around here, but certain things, they override me on y'all, and that's one of them. Y'all pray that her heart gets softer with a little lenience. Because I was born in 30. So that just will mean not being funny. That just will mean that it just have to be a lot more structure.
Yeah, and she's been asking him to do this for 2 years. And a lot more people
joining that $5 group, because I truly believe if you watch that webinar again for $5, you won't have questions. Now we can talk only in sections of certain situations, certain topics. Right, I treat you guys a lot like family here. It's some encouragement involved. There's some coaching involved. But I hope that we said at least two things today that changed your mind about something or even encourage you to get started. If that is the case, can 3 of y'all put a number 9 in the chat? Put a number 9 in the chat. If we said something today that brought it home to you, that made it seem easier, or those first few foundational steps, they really helped out, put a number 9. Now, if it didn't help you, put a 0. But if this helped you a little bit, put a number 9 in the chat. I would appreciate that, because that's, again, why we come here. And a big reason, I promised God years ago. Now, I say, God, I'll go on for 2 hours. But I say, God, if you let me get in this and it changed my life, and I'll admit, who am I to tell God if you? But I did, guys. I'm just being honest. I say, God, if you let me get in this and it changed my life, I say, God, I'll stand on a soapbox and tell people it was you. And guys, it is, because I was a poor social worker. Shay tricked me to go to college. Derek, what you gonna do with yourself? He drove me to a school. And I was like, wait a minute. Do I start school next week? 4 years later, I go across a stage, y'all, graduated with a human services degree. Can you believe that, Tia? From Haines City, Florida. And I thought college was the biggest scam ever. I kind of still do, actually. Now, of all I know. But watch this. That was my path. I don't want y'all to go to college. I'm giving you a 4-year degree in that $5 group.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense? So I'm giving y'all the shortened path. It took me a long time, lawsuits, Channel 8 News, for me to just now come and just almost give this to y'all. So one more time, if you want the coaching, go to forstonconsultants.com. Look at what we offer. The only thing you probably won't see is that I Love Collective.
It's actually there.
Is
there.
it?
Yeah, everything's there.
So my team worked faster than I think then. So I didn't know that.
Everything's there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I already texted last night and said it was there.
Now, sometimes what y'all don't know, like Shay'll tell me that and expecting that it's done, but she hadn't seen it. So I'm gonna ask Shay one more time live in front of y'all.
It is there.
I tell you what, Tia, right now, Tia, tell me if
Derek.
Let me see. Where is it?
It's right here.
Wow. So I'm impressed. So my team has it all. So guys, get in where you fit in. And again, most of the time, people are going to choose their coaching according to their learning style. If you're like Jermaine Mills, and you say, bro, if you're going to give me everything the one-on-one people get, but I just got to get it by myself on a video of you, and you still give me your paperwork, Derek, all the tools, the website, the CRM, the virtual assistant, guys, the VA is in both of my packages and all. Well, it's in the one-on-one, the collective, and the legacy, and the DIY.
Mm-hmm.
And the HRA business in the box. I forgot. So, guys, even that HRA business in the box, the VA is involved in that too. Yeah. If I remember. And if that's not true, because I said it, I got to honor it now.
And and Derek, I'll honor the website.
Well, I think that was a part of it, right?
In the HRA?
Yeah.
No, we did it for the 20 people that did it that day. So I'll honor that.
No, actually, you're wrong. If I think about it now, we did the VA complimentary me for the first 25 people. So I think the VA was in it, but I paid for the first 20 people.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, but we'll make sure you get what you need.
Anyway, forstonconsultants.com, because again, if you enjoyed today, can you imagine what the one-on-one coaching is like? Or just having all of our stuff, which I'm going to call is the system. So just to get my wife off of here, because she's coughing like crazy now, y'all pray for Shay too, man. She got this little cough last Sunday and can't get rid of it, seems like. Yeah. Anyway, and thank you for all the suggestions about the black seed oil and all of that stuff.
Yes, thank you.
And believe it or not, y'all, we still gonna go have some fun today. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. I wish God's best on all of y'all life. Visit forstonconsultants.com for all of the information. Join us 7 days a week on YouTube. And then I want 55 of y'all to become my friend on Facebook. Derek Forston.
I'm gonna be a little messy, just a little bit. Okay. I want y'all to put in the chat, get the truck, Derek. Just put in the chat, get the truck, Derek. That's all I want you to put in the chat. Get the truck, Derek.
And what'll be fun, I guess we'll tell you Monday what that means.
That's all I need y'all to do. Just put in the chat, get the truck, Derek.
Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Hey, beautiful people. My name is Tiffany, and I'm the founder and executive director for Upward and Onward Jacksonville, Inc. First, I want to congratulate you for joining the ILF Masterclass, as this is your initial step, your first step for creating impact. So I came under Forston Consultants, going on 2 years now, and I love it because their mentorship and their coaching is head on, side by side. They stay with you from the beginning and still now, even with me having multiple ILFs, they're still providing their coaching, their skills, and their knowledge, and just their support overall. They help with forms. They help with teaching you how to communicate with those property managers for the facilities and also those social workers, just giving you that extra push, those extra nuggets that you absolutely need to be successful in the ILF community. So I would like to say, come on over. Come over. We would love to have you. And just like my brother and sister stated, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is the place for you. You will not regret it. You will love it, but you have to do the work. You have to do the work. And also with the CRM, don't tell Derek, but yes, I'm still working. He cringes when I say that, but I'm still working my 9 to 5, but only because of their CRM that comes with their mentorship has allowed me to actually still be in a space that I love in my community, doing social work. I am a social worker with doing these things and also being impactful with housing. So come on over. We would love to have you. Don't think about it. Do not, because you're going to think yourself out of it. But, pray on it for sure. And we'll love to see you over with the ILF family. Talk to you later.
Hello, I'm James Swain Jr., the owner of Restoration Regulators, which provides housing for men experiencing homelessness here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As an emergency response worker and a dedicated husband and father, juggling my responsibilities was challenging. That changed when I partnered with Forston Consultants. Their awesome virtual assistant service keeps my business operations smooth while I focus on my 9 to 5. Plus, their digital flow solutions offers everything I need in one place, from my phone service, website hosting, social media automation, and performance reports. Derek and Shay make sure I'm never alone on this journey, offering personalized one-on-one training at each step of my company's growth. With all these resources and real support, I have no excuses, just empowerment to be a catalyst for change in my community, bringing purpose to both my life and my family's.
I hope you guys are enjoying the information, and we super appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, though, if you want to be an affiliate of what we do to get 40% of it, make sure you guys text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. And remember, I pay 40% of whatever you sell. I hope you guys are enjoying the information. If you want more information just like this, what you're hearing now, make sure you text the phrase more info and don't put it in the chat. Text it to this phone number. Text more info, that's MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. We're going to give you our complimentary webinar, and then that leads to a complimentary call with me and my team to talk about how fast can we get you started. Let's get back to the show. Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying the show. But just in case if you was wondering, how in the world do we rent these properties or lease them? And what does the conversation sound like that we're telling the homeowner to convince them to rent their house to us? That's one of the biggest things in this business, and I want to give it to you. So text the word PURPOSE, PURPOSE, to the phone number 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the exact guide to what we say, how do we dress, how do we find them, everything you need to know in terms of to get your first property. We put it in the ebook. And again, it's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. Text the word PURPOSE to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, everybody. My name is Jermaine. I've been with Derek and Shay for about 4 months now. I got my first property within a month and a half or so of being under their coaching. I have a 6-bedroom house. I got all the rooms filled already. I'm charging $800 a month. You guys do the math on that. Derek and Shay don't like to talk about the money, but me, I'm a numbers guy. But the coaching is fantastic. Like, you will not lose. You will not lose. Please make the decision. Getting this coaching, whether it's the DIY or the 101 coaching. If you can do it with the DIY without talking to Derek every day, then go for it. But if you can do it and you need somebody to hold your hand and you need to call Derek whenever you need him, then I suggest you get the 101 coaching. It's been the best decision of my life, man. I'm telling you, like, get with it, and get ready to fire your boss, because it's going to happen. Thank y'all. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else to where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407 326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show. Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God is giving you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co, and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise. We figured out your problem. You have a great business or a great business idea. You just don't have a website. So visit digitalflowsolutions.net and get the best website in the world for only $97. And then you just pick your monthly plan. Let's get back to the content. Did you know that we had a Facebook Academy and it's absolutely free? Text the word JOIN, JOIN, to 407-326-0086 and join the rest of us. There's about 90 to 100 people joining that group a day. And it's like-minded people that want to do the independent living facility model. So make sure that you join it. And again, text the word JOIN, JOIN, to 407-326-0086. And my team will send you the link to join that. Or just go to Facebook and type in the ILF Academy and we'll see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all be good. As you can see, Shay is going. You guys be good. And let's pray you guys out. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great. And we'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show.